people. Welcome to another episode of Coach Paula Diamond Speaks. Now, I just came from the gym and I realized that the weather is changing. It is going into winter and it is getting pretty cold out there. I think it was 56 when I got ready to go this morning, and I don't know about you, but I'm like a bear in the wintertime. I go into hibernation, which is like a cocoon, working on myself. And you can see my previous video in regards to working on yourself. And it's just that season, that time to just to transform and get yourself together mentally, physically, and spiritually. But while we're doing that, we also want to make sure that we don't get sick, that we try to stay away from colds and germs as much as possible. And outside of just washing your hands all the time, I have a drink that I want to share with you with two potent roots that I find have helped me through the winter with inflammation, aches, and pains, because when you're my age, almost 60, I will be 60 January the 28th, mark it on your calendar. So anyway, let me focus. So two potent roots that I use throughout the winter that have really helped with inflammation and aches and pains and keeping away colds and germs. And that is, one of them is turmeric. Turmeric helps with inflammation, and ginger. Ginger is good as well, and it helps with inflammation, and it helps keep germs away. It is extremely good, and we all know that it does help with the stomach as well. Now, I am going to incorporate these two roots with a drink, a vitamin C drink, a very potent, powerful vitamin C drink, which is oranges and grapefruit. And don't forget, whenever you use turmeric, you want to, can you see that pepper? You want to sprinkle a little pepper in there, because pepper is the ingredients, the most powerful ingredients when you're using turmeric, that brings out the curcumin in turmeric that helps with the inflammation. So with that being said, let's get started. Let's make this juice. Let's get started. And if you don't have a juicer, you can also do this with a blender, but you're gonna need a terry cloth to squeeze out what you need, because it's really just the juice you want. You don't really need the other stuff. But if you like the other stuff, the fiber and stuff, which fiber is good, but you can also get it in other areas, then that's totally up to you. So let's dive in. So I took out time to cut most of it. However, I noticed I left out one of the most important ingredients as well, and that is a lemon. You never really want a juice without a lemon, or a couple lemons. For this, I actually use 3 lemons. So this is the grapefruit. I'm gonna show you how I pretty much cut to prepare to juice. Nothing really fancy. I just really just get to the point without trying to get any of the juice, the things that I need. So that is the grapefruit, and I'll put that there, and I'll proceed with the oranges. And I used 1 bag of grapefruit and 1 bag of oranges. And turmeric, you want to do by your taste. This is the turmeric, this is the ginger. Just wash it off. If you have a juicer, you don't have to peel it. Just wash it off really good. Put it in there. And then this is the lemon. You do not want to forget the lemon. So yeah, this has, and you can do this with grapefruit, oranges, or you can even do it with a pineapple. Sometimes I do it with a pineapple, or one of the winter fruits is papaya as well. But whatever you do with turmeric, you want to kind of make sure it's along the same color. Okay, so let me wipe my hands and let's get ready to juice, baby. Let's put this here and put my ingredients in it. And what I find is turmeric is so powerful that it changes colors of everything. So it's good to put fruit in and then turmeric. Make sure there's plenty of fruit before and after the turmeric, so it does not change the color of your blender or juicer. So put all that goodness in there. Yes. Close it up and let it do what it do. Yeah. And you'll see all of that goodness come right out. And this really, it really will, I'm gonna tell you, it really helps during the winter season, preventing colds, and most of all helping with inflammation, because when you are almost 60 like me, baby, it is almost impossible to not have some aches and pains here and there sometimes, especially in the winter. And if you have been active and you are active, you are going to feel it sometimes. So this really does help. Let me see, let's move this out of the way so you can see this. Now, see that beautiful orange color? Orange, turmeric, grapefruit, and like I said, you can also use pineapple, turmeric, and ginger and lemon as well, and that is just as delicious. So I'm gonna turn this off and we're just gonna keep putting it in. I'm gonna turn it off for a minute and then I'm gonna show you what I do also, because I like to strain it as well. So you take a strainer and whatever you want to pour it into, and just go ahead and let that pour in there. And while that's doing the straining job, go ahead and finish the remaining. Yeah. And just let it strain on through, baby. All of that goodness, and it's so healthy for you. I'm telling you, I was in an accident a few years ago, and my shoulder, I had an issue with my shoulder, and I remember one year before last, or maybe now a couple years, my shoulder at wintertime would ache so much every time I get up in the morning when it be cold. And it would ache so bad to the point where I was like, oh, I cannot live like this. So I started researching and just take it upon myself without having to go to the doctor with all these medicines and chemicals and things like that. Instead, I did the research and I started taking turmeric every day through my drinks and hot, what I like to call hot golden tea that I'm going to show you later. And I tell you no lie, the next year I didn't have shoulder pains. I didn't have that aches and pains like I had so bad before, you know. So believe me when I say that this truly does work. It does help with inflammation. Your aches and pains, you do it every day. Just take like a shot every day from your juice. Or if you want to do more, just do more. And just be willing to, let me rinse this off. And just be willing to continue the process throughout the whole winter. Just don't stop. And you'll get through it. And you'll be happy you did. Your body will be happy you did. So we'll let that strain through. And then once we strain it through, I like to put it into a glass jar. You see my glass jar there. So that's what I like to do, is put it through the glass jar. And like I said, if you don't have a juicer, a terry cloth will work just as good. And just squeeze that goodness, that bright yellow goodness, medicine right on out. The holistic medicine, the medicine without chemicals and things that will harm your body, that will, you know, have some repercussion from something else later. So we don't want that. So now that we have that, now I'm going to put it in the jar, and hopefully I can do, oh, you know what I need to do to make sure that I don't make a mess is pour it back in here. There we go. Pour it back in there. And then pour it into my jar. You know, because if you're like me, listen, I can be a mess sometimes, but I'm good at cleaning it up. There we go. So I have plenty, and then I'll put it into another jar. And for now, let's taste it, okay? Let me put this in here. Put that there. Oh, don't want to forget our black pepper to bring out the cumin. And this will be good because it will marinate in there, which will be perfect. And then let's taste it. Y'all know I love my champagne glass. And I have to put the black pepper in there to bring out the cumin. Yes. There we go. And here's to you. It's so good, especially when the oranges are sweet and the grapefruit is sweet, and also pineapple. It is dynamite when it is sweet. And papaya, when you do it with papaya, you may want to put a citrus in there, like pineapple or something. But here's to you, and here's to no aches and pains throughout the winter. All right? Okay, stay tuned for my bonus. I love you. I have a bonus for you. Now the juice, the turmeric, grapefruit, orange, vitamin C, and ginger drink, that is more on the cold side. So I also want to make sure you have a cozy, hot drink that is going to also help you through the winter, which is, we call it golden milk. It is turmeric milk, and it is so good and tasty. Not only that, but like I said, it'll help you with inflammation. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please take the time now to subscribe, comment, and click like. I thank you so much. You know, I love you so much. That's why I share these videos with you, and I share me with you. Yeah, it's a different world than where we come from. However, it's still a good world. It's still good. It's all perspective. It's all in how we think of it and how we work on ourselves and do what we need to do to make sure we are good. Our mental health is extremely important. We cannot be good for anyone else until we are good for ourselves, till we make sure our cup is full. So be sure to check out my previous video about working on yourself, because this, I can't express enough that this is the time to do it, especially if you find yourself kind of falling into the same mistakes or dwelling in the past, because those things we need to let go of, and we need to begin to do things differently. And with that being said, let's go ahead and make this golden milk. So I already warmed up my milk. I do dairy-free milk, which is oat milk. I like oat milk because it's more creamier. However, you can use whatever milk you like. And with the milk being warm, I will put in my turmeric. And this one is a turmeric powder. I would suggest organic turmeric powder. Yeah. And please be mindful about turmeric. You want to really be careful when you're dealing with turmeric, because turmeric will stain your counter, it will stain your nails, it will just stain everything. So like even with juicing, if you want, you know, you could put some gloves on. I've been doing it for a while, so I kind of know how to deal with it. Some type of cutting board, if you're going to deal with it and cut it and all that, because it will stain. Okay, it'll eventually go away, but it will stain in the process. So we got our powdered turmeric, and then we need a frother to blend it evenly together, just like that. Do what it do. See that yellow? It's nice. And your body feels the same way about it. It feels good about it. And so I have some hot water boiling back here, and I'm going to do half and half. Although you can use just only milk. I don't suggest just using only water, but you can definitely only use just milk, because what is it called? It's called golden milk. So let me get my pot holder here, because this will probably be hot. And I just want to put a little bit in there, not a lot, just a little bit. And it's just something that I like to do, although sometimes I do only just milk. And then, remember I told you, whenever you use turmeric, you must use black pepper to bring out the cumin in the turmeric, because that is the powerful ingredients that helps heal with inflammation. So you want to do that for sure. Brings out the cumin in it. And then I use agave. You can use honey, but I like agave because it doesn't really change the taste. It kind of keeps it natural taste, where honey can change the taste. So I just use, it don't take much agave. And then you just stir it just like that. And get you a warm blanket by the fireplace. Sit down and sip. Listen to some meditation music or whatever it is that will calm your mind and calm your spirit. If you've been like me, where you have been a mom, been a wife, and you have served everyone but yourself, and in the process you possibly lost yourself, well, this is the time to return back to yourself. So enjoy this turmeric golden milk next to a fireplace, or even if you don't have a fireplace, just somewhere cozy and nice, and just allow your imagination to just flow and dream again. You know, it all starts in your mind. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So yeah. So good, so good. And I want to share one other thing with you. It has like 92 minerals that your body needs, that in most cases a lot of us are missing. And that is sea moss. This right here, I like to call it golden sea moss. Now I make my own, and one day I will do a video on how to make it. A lot of people like to infuse it with fruit, mango and pineapple, strawberries and apple and cinnamon, all kind of things. But I like to do it totally natural, without any fruit infusion, and I just take it naturally. And I do a tablespoon every morning after the gym. So I didn't do it this morning because I wanted to save it for us together. Very earthy taste, but it is extremely powerful for your body. It really is. It will help keep you from colds and the minerals that your body is missing. Sea moss will put it back into your body. So with that being said, if you have not subscribed, again, subscribe, click like, leave your comments. I love you so much. I hope this video helps someone. If you can pass it along to others that you think it will help, it would be, most appreciated. Sharing the love all over the world, because we know love is what we need. Love is where it's at. So take care of yourself, take care of your energy, protect your heart, protect yourself, mind, your body, and your spirit throughout this winter. I love you so much, and let us all just work on ourselves. And when we see each other again, and when we meet again, there will be a huge transformation, not only with you, but with me as well. And we will share it, and we will celebrate it when we meet again. And until we meet again, I love you so, so much. And I only want the best for you. Let's take back our life and become the best version we could ever imagine. This is your time, dream time.